What is going on, guys? Rogue TCG here, bringing the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG deck profile. I have been bringing this to you because I've been on a big Maliss tear recently. I've been loving this deck, and I wanted to see what other types of strategies I can push them into. So today I bring to you Maliss Cyber Style. Now, this deck is utilizing the Malisses as a Cybers extender archetype, and we're utilizing it as well as the Code Talkers, as well as all the generic Cyber stuff. This is a version of Maliss is designed to lose less to Lancea specifically, and less to Nibiru, since we have so many extenders. Even with the token, we are able to just keep going and going and going. So that's enough yapping about the general overview. Let's go through the card by card. Start off with our Malisses. We're on triple Dormouse, we're on triple White Rabbit, we're on triple Chessie, and we're on triple Malice Underground. For our Malice traps, we're on MTP07, CTB11, and 1 GWC06. That's it for our Malices. Pretty short and sweet. We're also on the honorary Malice card of Gold Sark. Once the new Malice support cards come out, this is probably not going to be the way to play the deck. It's probably just going to be pure Malice, but this is a very fun way to be playing it. For our generic Cybers cards, we are on triple copies of Parallel Exceed. If a Link monster is summoned, you can special summon this card from your hand to a zone it points to. If it's special summoned, we're able to special summon another one from our deck, but make them both level 4. The level is important for some Link plays. Multiple bodies is important for all Link plays. Just a very powerful card. We're also on triple copies of Microcoder. If a Cybers monster you control uses like material for a Code Talker, we can use it in hand as material as well. If this card is sent from the hand or the field as graveyard for a Link summon of a Code Talker, we can add a Signet spell or trap from our deck to our hand. Or if this monster's on the field was used as material, we can add a level 4 Cybers monster instead. Very, very flexible. We're mostly going to be using it in hand in order to add a Signet spell or trap, primarily being one of these three: Signet Mining in order to get Malice cards, Signet Codec in order to get multiple extenders while we're comboing, or Signet Conflict if we have everything we already need. This is just a counter trap. So lots of different options, and this is the best one of the micro guys, like the ones that we can use in our hands, so we are playing 3 of it. We're also on one copy of the other one, being Code Generator. For Cybers, we control uses Link material from Code Talker. This in hand can also be used as material. If it's sent from the hand or field to the graveyard for a Link summon of a Code Talker, we can send a Cybers with 1200 or less attack from our deck to the graveyard. Or if it was on field, we can add it to our hand instead. The main card we're going to be sending from our deck to the graveyard is going to be Scaper. If we do not want to be sending this, banishing it rather, with our Red Ransom, we can send it to the graveyard, because if it's sent to the graveyard, we also get to special summon it. Both effects are once per duel, and both effects are hard, we can only use one effect per turn. So it's a very strange card, but it works out. We're also on one copy of EMP Meowmine. This is another card we can send to the graveyard with our Code Generator. It's just a very powerful card. It's a free extender. Its interaction in the graveyard, what's not to like? One copy of Balancer Lord. We can pay 1,000 life points to give us an additional normal summon. And if this card is banished, we can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from our hand. We can only use that effect of Balancer Lord once per turn. This is another card that we can banish with our Red Ransom instead of our Scaper, allowing us to extend from our hand, which is incredible. We're also on one Code of Soul, one copy of Backup Secretary, one copy of Template Skipper, one copy of MathMech Sigma, and one copy of Scraper. We're on MathMech Sigma because this is the best Cybers tuner that we have access to. There is another one that we have access to, like Cybers Synchron, I believe, but that has no use in our hand. It only has use in the graveyard. So Sigma is just here as a freebie extender that we can search off with Cybers Wicket. I already went over the Malice traps. We're also on the Signet Minings and the Codex. Codec reads if a Code Talker monster is special summon from the extra deck to your field except during the damage step. You can target one of those monsters to add a Cybers monster with the same attribute from your deck to your hand, but we're locked into Cyberses from the extra deck, and we cannot add monsters with the same attribute as the monster we already added this turn. So once we add a Dark monster, we're locked out of adding Dark monsters for the rest of the turn, although we're playing enough attributes to make it fair. Like we have Wind, we have Dark, we have Earth, we have Fire, we have Light, we have another Earth. The only one we're really missing is Water, but we're not playing a Water Code Talker, so we're completely fine with that. We are also on anti-hand trap tools of Triple Tactics Thrust at 3, 1 Talents on the Gold Sark that I mentioned previously, and 1 Call by the Grave. And for our own hand traps, we're on Triple Ash and Triple Imperm. In our extra deck is incredibly tight. We are on the Malice Links. We're on 1 Transcode, since the downside doesn't affect us at all. We're only ever summoning Cyberses. 1 Splash Mage, again for that same reason. There's even an argument to run multiple Splash Mages, to be honest. 1 Access Code for our Dark Code Talker. 1 Wicked. This card is really, really funny in this deck. You can banish a Malice from your graveyard in order to add a Sigma from your deck to your hand. It protects whatever it points to. It's just overall an incredibly powerful card. one Lingaribo, one Link Decoder, one Firewall, and one Dark Fluid, one copy of Protect Code Talker to pair with our Firewall in order to link climb even easier, one copy of D-Save Worm to pair with our Neo Tempest Terahertz, one Haggard Lizard Dose, and one Code Talker inverted. In our side deck, main card I want to talk about is this one, Double Bite Dragon. This card is very funny against Ryzeal. This card needs 2 Link monsters, gains attack equal to the combined Link rating of the monsters used for its Link summon times 300, unaffected by monster effects except for Link monster effects, and a copy destroy a battle except with battle by a Link monster. So what does Ryzeal do to out this monster if it's at like 3200-ish? Not much, to be honest. They're pretty much entirely reliant on Xyz being able to clear everything, and Double Bite Dragon just does not care about it. So if we know we're against Ryzeal, we can pretty much just throw like a Link 3 Maliss and like a Firewall into this to functionally make, what is that? That's 4 plus 3, that's 7. 7 times 3 is 21. So it's being plus 21. So it'll be at 36. That seems pretty damn good. So yeah, and I don't think Ryzeal really has a consistent out to this, except for like main deck like spells and traps like Imperm, I guess. We're also on the aggregator for our Neo Tempest Terahertz, triple Mold Charmy, 1 Ultimate Slayer for the aggregator, 1 Magnemite, all the Bystials you could ever want, cross out, and then the Lancea, of course. Lancea still hurts us, of course, so that is why we're playing the crossout plus Lanceas. Crossout's also in there if we're playing against opposing Maliss decks. Since we are more Cybers focused, we don't need all of the Malisses. So if we can cross out our opponent's Malisses, that's a lot more value than, like, we're denying more value than we would get by using our own Malisses. But that's it for the deck. Let us hop into a game. Alrighty, so here's gonna be a test game right here. This was a game against Blue Eyes. You see we opened no Maliss cards, but let's see what we're able to do. So they are going to be starting off with set 1, average Blue Eyes play. We draw a Sigma, that is a Garnet in our deck, but we are going to be able to special summon that from hand. Normal summon Balancer Lord, use the Balancer Lord for an extra normal Lingaribo in order to contest the back row. And then we're going to extra normal summon our Template Skipper and make a Splash Mage. We're going to go for Splash Mage effect, bring back up the form of the Skipper, and we are going to get Nibiru. That is going to be the end of our turn. We get a token. We get the Thrust. They are going to Ash, just prevent us from drawing 2. We're going to Called By, and they are going to Lancea our Called By, so we do not get to draw. That is perfectly fine. We're ending with a Bystial against Blue Eyes. We are feeling quite competent. They are going to go straight to combat, run over our token, and then pass it back over. And then we are going to draw back up Secretary. Not exactly what I want to see, so we are just going to be passing it over. We do have that Bystial, so we are able to stay alive. They're going to normal summon a Baylor, go into the Dragon Spirit with Eyes of Blue. They are going to add a Mausoleum, and they are going to activate that Mausoleum. They're going to use the Mausoleum effect, target the Nibiru to dump a Blue Eyes. And then here is where I do make a misplay. Here we are intended to go Bystial Baldrake to target their Blue Eyes to banish it. Either when at this junction right here, or when they use their mini baby dragon in order to bring it back. But we do opt to not to, because I am very greedy. They're going to special out that Blue Eyes, and they're going to go combat. They're going to swing for 38. We do want to make sure we have enough life points in order to activate our Malice cards, because at 32, if we take 3k, we're not going to be able to activate any Malices, so we are going to go Baldrake here, regrettably banishing their Dragon Spirit in order to chump block the Blue Eyes, and then they are going to pass it back over. We're going to be drawing a Malice and Underground. That is perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. So we are going to be able to activate Malice and Underground, banishing our Dormouse. Dormouse effect to special summon it back out. We're going to go Dormouse to banish our White Rabbit. White Rabbit to special summon itself back out. White Rabbit on summon to set a card, setting CTB11. Then we're going to form a Link Summon into Link Decoder. We're going to special summon our backup Secretary. And we're going to be able to make a 3-material Malice Link monster here. We're going to make a Red Ransom to grab our follow-up, being another copy of Malice and Underground, and then also trigger our Link Decoder. We're going to bring back the Decoder. We're going to add another Malice and Underground for next turn, or for discard Potter off of Chessie. Then we're going to make an Access Code Talker in order to be able to trigger our Red Ransom in Graveyard. We're going to go Access Code, target Red Ransom, Access Code pop the back row by banishing Red Ransom. It's cross out. Red Ransom effect to bring itself back out, banishing Chessie. And we're going to go Chessie effect to bring itself out. We're going to go Chessie, getting rid of this Underground to draw 2 more, finding another Underground, normal summoning Ash, and then making a White Binder. We're going to go White Binder to banish cards out of their graveyard. And this animation takes a little bit. We're going to go white binder to set GWC06 for a lethal line. We're going to go access code Vanishing Splash Mage, pop Blue Eyes, access code over Nibiru, white binder direct, and we are going to go GWC in order to bring out Red Ransom, gain life points, use white binder, and our opponent surrenders. But that's going to be about it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching, if you still are. Thank you to my one member. Thank you, Ari. If you weren't a member, please stay tuned to the end of the video. And that's going to be about all for me. Thank you guys just once more for watching, and I'll be seeing you all later. Bye-bye. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you wanted to talk to more Yu-Gi-Oh! Players like yourself, I would highly recommend checking out our Discord server. Link is going to be in the description, as well as the QR code on screen. We do talk somewhat frequently about Yu-Gi-Oh! And the current meta, so I would really enjoy to see you there. As well as we do recently now have channel memberships available on our YouTube channel, where we have 3 different tiers. We have Super Supporter at $2 a month, where you get loyalty badges, emojis, guaranteed comment responses, a shout out at the end of every video, as well as access to the members only Discord channel, where you get early sneak peeks at future videos. There is the Giga Supporter at $5 a month, where you have early access to all new videos about a day or two before they go up, as well as all the previous offers. And for $15 a month, we do have our final tier, which is going to be Femboy Fanatic. You get a guaranteed customized video every single month, as well as 1 hour of my time. Could be for anything you'd like. You want a duel? Absolutely. You want me to help build a deck? Absolutely. You want to play some Helldivers? Sure. I'll do anything for an hour once a month. But supporting does help me out quite a lot, and it does help me produce all of these videos. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be seeing y'all later. Bye-bye.